4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome. We're here again in Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix, of course. It is GHR F1 round 2 out of 11, I think it is, if my memory recalls. And oh dear, something's going on in the background there, but hello everyone. Joining me in the commentary box for this one is, as always, James at 14.
Good evening, everyone. Obviously, the attendance is looking a little bit dire tonight. So, what my plan is then, because we do have a bit of a backup plan, is to get 2 or 3 F2 drivers in that we think are capable enough to go into F1 going forward.
Full time.
So, if they are available, Felix, I want an invite given out to him. And then after Felix, I want an invite possibly given out to Silas.
I'll have a look as well at my friends list. Felix, Silas. No, pass. Felix, Silas, that's it.
Bjorn Voss, if he's available, which I think he's on.
I'll have a look. He is not.
He's not. If we can get Silas in, then I'd be obliged to start. I mean, we've got 11 drivers then, so.
Oh dear.
Felix is on his way. He's already joined. Silas is in. You can go in whatever car you like, guys, because there's not going to be really many other people attending. So, I mean, I even offered to drive, but you don't want to be seeing that now, do you? And by the way, guys, if you are wondering why the turnout is so low, it is obviously Easter, and obviously people are celebrating with their family and whatever. There has been a bit of an organisational wrongdoing on the case of me there, so I apologise for that. But what we're going to be trying to do is improve the attendance for F1 next week. We are going to be promoting drivers. I can guarantee you we will be promoting drivers from F2 up to F1 from this weekend, and we will be giving the details of who those will be everything. TTG White is getting very, very anxious, so I think we can start. Let's start indeed. If there is space, could you send me an invite so I can join the rest? Pelly, you are coming nowhere near F1, my son. Let's start. I know we've got 11 drivers, but it is best to get this underway, because I know if people want to be elsewhere, we can start. I'll put a message in the F1 chat. There we go. Not racing with 11 drivers. Well, it's either race with 11 drivers or don't race at all. Your choice. We want to try and get this. This is an official round of the championship, so try your best. And pretty much everyone will be scoring points. So what's not to lose? Even if you get I mean, Blizzard's not here. You've got a great chance to go to second in the standings. Simple as that. People like Lomans, who are normally mid-pack in F1, can get a good result tonight.
Oof, 100 again. You're mad. Have you seen Blizzard? He's like a robot, mate. He's some type of cyborg looking thing.
Alright, I'm gonna mute everyone. This is
Montana's not a cyborg.
Oh yeah, I've got to do that as well.
now you could play Fortnite Battleground or something like that. I think F1's a bit better because actually you score points on that. Otherwise, you have a bit more fun on this game compared to Fortnite, if I've got to be honest. Turner will be much improved next week as we will be promoting drivers. There we go. I've got. Oh, I need to get the stream link out. People will probably be like, "There's bloody 11 people here." Well, I know there's 11 people here, but what else can you do? What else can you do? Somebody random has joined the GHR Discord.
I'll investigate.
Oh, it's scrap it. It's Hawk's friend, T-Hawk's friend for GT Sport. It's too early for me. Why do you even sign up in the first place if you can't make it? I really question the drivers that show hardly any commitment, to be honest.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely
Finewell
ridiculous.
knew what thingy, and see there, no commitment whatsoever. If anybody else wants to follow, then go ahead. But
Oh dear. I might as well look at the comments myself as well, because we've got less drivers, less chance of anything happening to the stream.
thank God. We've got a couple of drivers though out on track. Montana is out on track, and so is Silas. I think Silas is out first. He is. And a set of super softs. And this is one of the drivers that we are obviously wanting to pace around this track tonight. It is his second experience, I know, of Canada, because he obviously competed here on Thursday last night, of course. But we feel like he's got the pace. If he can show it here tonight, then an F1 seat might be guaranteed for him going forward. We're trying to get as many drivers as possible as we can in. But I mean, if there's 11 drivers turn up to F2 and there's better attendances elsewhere, clearly there's a problem that needs sorting out, which we will do after this. And there you go, Lewis leaving the session as well.
Oh, wait, as well? Who else left?
Lewis has
Oh,
well
just
left,
him,
and
oh.
TTG White has left as well.
So we're down to 9.
I really question people's commitment. That's all I'm gonna say. I really question people's commitment. Lewis's PlayStation overheated, apparently.
I think I'm overheating as well at the moment.
Well, if we can get another invite out to Lewis, then he can join back, obviously. If somebody can do that, please, that would be much appreciated. Preferably that's in the pit or on an outlap. Silas is just taking his time on the way around. I think it'll be better to engage how Montana's getting on, because he's on the set of Hypers already.
His race to lose, really, I think. If he loses it, will be a big disaster for him.
Yep, at the hairpin now, famously where Glocky and Praga made contact last night, of course. That decision will be ratified tonight in the Discord. So we've been discussing this afternoon about the incident last night, and we have already agreed on the penalties. We will discuss that in due course. Montana coming across the line. It's a 107.6. Wow. Already a good lap.
Outrageous.
How was it at the hairpin? On a lap?
Oh yeah. There's 50 invites. Okay, so he'll be back. Good, good, good.
Yeah. I've just put in the comment there as well. But Hamres is just preparing for a lap, actually. He's on a set of ultras. And of course, Hamres, didn't he finish top 3 last week in Bahrain? My mind serves me right.
He did not. Finished
Did he not?
4th or 5th, I think.
Oh, yeah, he was in the battle with Deneen and the likes of them, yeah. I remember that now. I've got a memory of a sieve, so please excuse me for that. 9 drivers in top tier, you have to fix this. I mean, guys like S-Boy always attending, maybe you should think about things like that. It's not all about people attending and giving 100%. We've got to try and make sure that the drivers we have in... Oh, Hammer's in the wall, he's out! He's out of the session!
Oh dear.
That was a cataclysmic crash there! Wow! Time goes second with a 109.3. Roman's coming up towards the line, he's done 2/10 on his lap, he goes second, 108.8. So much better improvement, but I think Montana is going to steal the show here, to be honest. But coming back onto what Onyx is saying, it is... oh, he's got a Renault ahead of him, that's time. Onyx weaving quite a lot there, not sure if Tyne was aware of Onyx Mur there.
And he's weaving as well? Oh, right, okay. They're both in that.
Saying, no, you can't do that. Obviously, by the way, if you are Felix or Silas, I have got an instruction from a couple of the drivers out on track tonight that if you have an F1 driver behind you, let them through. Let them through. It's important that you don't ruin the championship battle. By all means race, but once they're there, you've got to let them through. And hopefully people are watching so they can actually hear that. As well. Onyx Mur coming on to a lap now though. On a set of hypers. Looks like both Williamses will probably go first and second in this session so far. I think somebody like Matthias could go third.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
As
Lewis has joined back, by the way. Yeah, Lewis has just joined back. You see his name disappeared on my screen, so that's how I knew he was joining. Lovely, lovely exit there by Onyx, and he's a sub 19 through the first sector. This is looking good for a 107. Very nice.
Lovely job.
Not running full ERS, now he does. Runs ERS mode 4 down the straight. He's always fluctuating between 3 and 4. Giving up enough ERS. This is probably his banker and he can improve if he goes flat out. Quite interesting. He's got half of his ERS left. His deployment left. Coming around the hairpin. He's going to use it all down the straight. There we go.
Yeah. For sure.
ERS mode 4 running down the straight. Probably reaching speeds in excess of about 210, 215 mile an hour in some cases. 208. Into the final corner. Very nice exit. Really nice. Onyx Mur on the run up to the line. Goes second, 107.8. Really nice lap that. Very clean, very crisp. Really nice lap. From Onyx. And I'm going to reply to him, by the way, in his private message that he sent me.
Oh. Okay, Felix.
You're already taking
Not a great lap from him. And it's invalidated. And everyone's coming into the pits now. So not too much going on.
Montana on lap?
Apart from Montana on lap, of course.
I think he might be on a lap, I'm not sure. This is coming straight into the pits. Oh, he's going for it. Final corner. Through, looking nice. On the run up to the line. Montana's improving. 107.3. Really, again, a nice lap. Pulls off circuit. Lewis is fully doing that.
He's just cut the corner there.
I know, I've just seen that. Felix on a lap on a set of ultras. I think he's invalidated though somewhere out on track because he's running no ERS. He's on a set of ultras as well. Quite intriguing. Lewis is on... just preparing for a lap. Ooh! Me doing a little brookie there last night, crashing and qualifying in thingy.
Not too bad. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Nah, that's definitely bad, he's backed off. Right, who's he got behind him? I think Felix is behind him on a lap, is he? Quite a cluster of cars actually in the first sector. That's Tyne, I think, that's behind him.
Oh, he's gone.
Possibly, I'll see that.
Just getting up there.
Oh, he's going to do well. Yep, he's done well. He's pretty much let everyone through there. Oh, he's got Tyne slowing up. Tyne's on an outlap. I think Lewis should just be aware that Tyne is on an outlap. Oh, Lewis is not liking this at all. Clouted the wall, not even a full speed there.
He's given up on his lap.
Up. Yeah, this is not him. He's going to be preparing to lap though. I think Tyne might just slow down in front of him. And Lewis has got to be aware of that, I think. And that's exactly what's happening. Yep, Lewis warming up the tyres. He's going to go for a lap any time now. Who else is on a lap? Oh, Lomans has improved, by the way. One away, two.
Yep. P3 at the moment.
Not bad, and there's a Dutch second, third, fourth, and fifth at the minute. Onyx, Lomans, Damiano, Tyne, Silas. It's just starting a lap, and he's 800 up in the first sector. There. Who's first on a lap, actually?
Trying to figure that out.
Tyne is, I think.
Tyne?
Oh no, it's Silas, sorry, it's Silas.
Oh, okay. Here's Silas. Hello, flag sector 2. Hopefully that's not a crash.
Didn't look at that. I think is on the run up towards the hairpin just before. I think it was the chicane, just before. See left on the final corner. Not really attacking. Oh, losing the back end. Oh, he did well to recover that. He's improving. One away. Oh, 109.1. That is time through the final corner. Looking good. Did Lewis nearly lose it there? I think Lewis nearly lost it there as well. Matthias has gone second, 107.6. I did say this was his qualifying session to really light up in, and he's gone second. And he's only 3 tenths off Montana, so that's not too bad at all. But there's a clear difference in the pace of drivers at the minute.
For sure. But
let me have a look.
Still got 6.5 minutes to go. Anything can still happen, but Montana surely, or at least one of the Williams is going to get pole position here.
11 drivers, yeah, not really great, if we've got to be honest. From our point of view anyways, it looks a bit unprofessional. Onyx has gone second, 107.4.
Yep, just a tenth behind.
Yeah, just under a tenth and a half behind Montana, so not too bad there from Onyx, and once again it's a Williams 1-2.
Tyne clipping the wall.
I keep on thinking he's Matt Tibbott, you know.
There's another one cutting the corner. What are they doing?
Who's that?
That was Tyne. Same thing as Montana, he just cut the first sequence of corners.
Lewis is into the pits. Felix is on a lap, just round the where Jack Moyer ended up in the wall last night. Montana being Montana, yeah. But just to come on to the 11 driver situation, yeah, it's not great at all. In fact, it's 10 drivers because TTG White's left. It really is not great to have 10 drivers in your top tier. It, to be honest, makes us look bad, and we're going to try every bit in our power to get drivers who are regularly attending and who are quick into our top tier, because I think that's the only way we can do it going forward. It really is. Or if people know anyone that's available, then obviously send them to us. Felix 108.1 across the line in 4th, by the way, nice lap. Oh, and Toro also just coming out of the pits. That was Silas. You did well. Felix just over-rest the corner a little bit there, actually.
Ooh.
As well.
Ooh.
Is TTG White rejoining? No. I don't think he is. Said it was too early, apparently, for... But that comes to show if we're dealing with that level of... Oh! Silas has lost it! Oh my god, he's lost it on the... What on earth have I just seen?
What?
What on earth have I just seen? He's lost it on the straight! He has lost it on the straight! What on earth? He was waving, warming up his tyres, and then all of a sudden he just loses it completely! What on earth has happened there? That is unbelievable! I've never seen anything like that before in a top tier of a league race. That was unbelievable. That was unreal. I think so, I don't know.
Well. With that front wing damage, and he is in.
He's gonna have to pit, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. That is absolutely unbelievable. Sunderland win 2-0 as well, get in.
Oh.
We're going awful. Bloody Portsmouth won, Barnsley won. There's only one driver out on track, by the way, and that is Lawmans, who has invalidated this lap by the looks. Can he improve on a set of hypersofts? Oh, Matthias has left. Matthias has left. Is that a connection issue?
I hope he joins, or we're down to what, 9?
We're down to 9 again, yeah.
It's like Battle Royale
Because Lewis has
here.
rejoined.
We're just dropping every 5 minutes.
We're dropping flies. Montana now the only one out on the track. At least, I think the positive is he's joining back, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Montana, I think the good thing is, with only a couple of drivers, we can actually focus our attentions more on individual drivers and give you a good sense of what they're doing out on track. That's what you don't get in a 20-grid lobby, or, say, for example, like a 16-grid lobby that we did last night in F2, of course.
Yeah, this
It was
can be
17
like
actually last night.
the GHR show.
GHR show, yeah. There's not going to be much happening in the race, I don't think, so...
No. Oh, he's left.
Best to get your comments in, I think, and ask us any questions during the race, because we need every man.
I'm who is that? In the comments.
Oh, that's Jensen. That is Jensen, one of our interested GT Sport drivers next season.
Ah.
Matt's internet, yeah, Matt's internet. Going.
He's back.
If he joins back, he might be able to get another lap in.
He is back, but I don't think he'll get another lap in because it will take ages for him to load back in to the session.
Well, if he joins it, oh, hang on, there's a Renault coming out. Oh, no, it's a Toyota. It's a blue car, not an orange, not a banana. I'm just going to keep an eye on the thingy. There he is, he's joined. He can't get back out, and it's only 30 seconds. He can't get back out. Oh, he's left the session again.
Oh,
brilliant.
Oh.
That is internet going. Montana, by the way. Oh my goodness me! Coming across the line, he's improving. Oh, and he doesn't. I think he invalidated at the final corner. That was a 107.2.
Oh, Onyx is starting a lap.
Onyx is starting a lap.
Ooh,
in the other
he's just coming out. There's a Renault out. Is he going to make it though?
Out? He hasn't got enough. He hasn't got enough time. A minute from there, no way.
I think it's going to be close.
Could be tight.
It could be close.
That
if he nails this.
Oh, Onyx! Oh, and he's crashed! Onyx has crashed on his lap! He hits the wall! Out of turn 4! That's unbelievable! So both Williams is now out.
But they're still going to get first and
Damiano,
second.
by the way, goes 4th. Damiano goes 4th with the one-away class.
Felix, what's he
Run
going
out
to
of
do?
VRS. Coming across the line, goes 4th. 107.7. That is a great lap. Felix putting it up there with the F1 guys. That's good to see. Anybody else on a lap? Lomans has just started one. Silas is on a lap at the hairpin. Running down on a set of hypers. He can improve this lap for sure.
9, 8, he's not going to make it. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, oh, this is going to be close actually. No, oh, that's a dead. See, that's coming around the final corner, by the way. He goes 6th, not bad, and he's ahead of Lomans at the minute. So Lomans tying his first one. Oh, Lewis has lost his front wing.
Uh-oh.
Don't know what's happened there. Tyne on the run down towards the final chicane, though. Looking good.
Oh!
Oh, and he's attacked that too much and he's out. Attacking it way too much. That was like a little Brookie style crash from last night. Roman's now around the final corner. Attacks it nicely. I'm not sure if he's invalidated there on the inside. That was a good exit. Cross the line, doesn't improve. It was invalidated, 107.8. So that would have put him 5th if he improved there. It's only Lewis going round on a set of ultras and with no front wing now that we're only waiting up for.
Alright.
Qualifying's over. And I'm going to check the comments and I'm going to check what's happening on Discord as well.
Oh.
Moves across the line. There we go. Qualifying over.
Nobody disconnects, please, at this point in time.
I get XP for that.
Sorry.
But as we wait for drivers, we have got 10 in by the way, so that's good to see. Everyone's going to be scoring points. Montana on top by a 10th of a second from Onyx in second. Matthias in third. Felix in fourth. 4 tenths separating the top 4. That's not bad considering we've only got 10 people here.
Yeah.
Damiano in 5th. Sealath in 6th. Sealath in 6th. Bowman 7th. Tyne in 8th. Hammer's in 9th, crashing out early in the session. Lewis in 10th. He'll do better in the race, I think. And TTG White, well, let's not say much about him, really. Montana and Onyx, though. Williams first and second on the grid. We get prepared for the action and lights out here in Canada for GHR F1. Might be 10 drivers, but I'm sure these guys will probably give you a great bit of action out on track. And that this race does go ahead as planned. I did say 10 was the limit, so 10 it is. That's why I'd said get 2 or 3 drivers in, just so we've got a little bit of a buffer.
Predictions. Predictions.
Glocky is... Oh! Glocky's joining another esports team.
Is that his 23rd esports team he's joined?
Sidemax Motorwork, same one as Keelan. And Keelan got a mention there on stream as well. My wheel is a mess, it's my wheel or setup, but it feels like my car wants to turn left on a straight. That's thingy. By the way, I've only just realised, and Keelan has alluded to this in the thingy, we've got 7 Dutch people here tonight.
We do? Yes.
7 Dutch, 1 Swiss, 1 British, and... hang on. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and 1 Den, Seabass.
Oh.
And Tyne and Hamlet have crashed on the thingy. So with the top 10, they're all qualifying on the same set of tyres, it seems. What's the top 3?
Top 3, I'm going to go wacky. I know what it's going to be. The top 3 are going to stay as they are, I think. But I'm going to go for a strange one, because why not? Lewis is going to win, Hammer second, Tyne third. Because why not?
Interesting.
Why not? I know what it's going to be.
Interesting. Hammer's, by the way.
But,
yeah, Hammer's apologising to Tyne on the formation lap there. Just come up on my screen. My top 3... do you know what? I'm going to go a little bit left field for my third. I'm going to go Montana Onyx first and second.
Oh, yeah.
Matthias is going to be beaten for third. And if anybody deserves a good race, I think Hamrez has got it in him, but I'm also looking at Felix. I think Felix I'm going to take for third. Hamrez fourth.
Well, let's find
Montana
out.
first and Damiano, yeah, Damiano got an interesting, but 5 red lights will be heading out very, very soon. There might be 10 drivers, but we're going to give it any gusto, as much gusto as there would if 20 drivers were here. 5 red lights about to go out in Canada for round 2. And it's right down the way we go. And it looks like the better start has been made by Montana, cutting across on his teammate there, looking down into turn 1. Felix, Matthias, already 3 wide in the background. Oh, and everyone's got through there, lovely. Everyone has got through there, very nice indeed. Hammer's just ran a little bit wide. We're just moving across Silas. Matthias and Damiano side by side through turn 3 and 4. Matthias in the wall, Damiano, oh my god, what a recovery. What a recovery that is. Everyone just calm it down. Tyne, Lewis, Hamres, Loman's losing out early on. Lewis really fighting that wheel. He's not liking this at all. Is Lewis. But the mid-pack battle has already started to develop, it seems. Montana is in front by 9/10 of a second. Onyx second. Felix in third, and Silas nearly losing control of the car there on the exit of the chicane as they run now down. It is Hamres looking for a move on Lewis, who's run miles wide at the hairpin. Oh, and Lewis using the wall to great effect there. He's actually got the move done. That was almost like a GTA wall ride there for Lewis. Great stuff.
Watching the slipstream too. He might get him back.
He'll back off this, I think, Hamres. Hamres down in the straight. Polystyrene board's gone flying already, the 50-metre board. Momans has already picked up a 3-second time penalty. As they go through lap 1, all clean, which is good to see. Tyne trying to go down the inside of Matthias there. Just doesn't want to do that. The hypers, by the way, if you're wondering, can last, I would say 3, maybe 4 or 5 laps before they go off. Ultras will probably last about 8 to 10 laps before they start going off. So that's a bit of a tyre guide from me. For Montana, 1.5 seconds. Felix is really pushing Onyx though for second. Right on the back of him. What? He's having a great race.
Oh, he's hit. Oh. Hit the wall there a little bit. I think he's got away with it though.
He has hit the wall, he's lost a little bit of time. Everyone just spreading themselves out, which is good to see. Oh my god, did you see him? Yeah. Nearly going for the move there and Onyx, nearly at the back of him. Goodness me. Hamres, Lewis losing the position it seems. Both side by side. Hamres, Lewis running down the straight. Looks like Lewis might have this again. Ooh, very close to being a neck curb there actually. Hamres trying to go out the slipstream. We might just sit in behind him here. Oh, he's going alongside into the final corner. Both of them have made it through. Okay, moments. Oh, and Lewis is out the race. Lewis is out the race. Felix, by the way, sets fastest lap.
Oh, no.
You don't go side by side through there, I'm afraid. That's just one of those unfortunate incidents. Hamres should have backed off that. I think if I was to blame anyone, it would be more Hamres. He was trying to go for the move. Lewis, I think they just got caught in each other as well, and that's the cause of that, I think. Similar to what we saw, I think, with Blocky and Praga last night.
Oh, at the hairpin, yes.
Left him so much room. Yeah. Why go side by side through the final corner? Exactly. I mean, I'm not saying... Yeah, I'm just saying there should have been more room given, possibly from Hamres down the inside. Pardon me. Oh, we're starting again with burping. He literally dodged it down the inside, yeah. Such a shame. What is this? This is F1. And if you don't like it, then you can go away. Silas down the inside. Oh, and that is what Hamres should have done there. I just watched with Silas. He was trying to go for the move there, but he backed off at the last minute. That's what you should have done. That's what Hamres should have done there. And Silas stopped going for the move, which is good to see. Ooh. He is fighting this though, and Tyne is struggling, I think, on these hypers. Silas is beginning to fight him. Lewis has left the session. That can bring out a safety car. Oh, and ooh. Sorry, I thought I saw Onyx making a mistake, but it's not Onyx.
Oh.
I think it might be Felix hitting the wall there. You shouldn't be side by side through any chicane in Canada. Prague, Jack Meyer last night. Silas now on Tyne. He's going to get the move done down the inside. I think Tyne is away, backs off. Silas, nice move actually. And the Dane is passed, but Tyne will keep him on the back end. And we do actually have action here, given that there's only 9 drivers now remaining. Yeah. Fastest lap currently Felix. He is matched the fastest lap currently by 0.04 of a second. So the extra point going to Felix at the minute. And 10 seconds separating the whole field at the minute. As well, let's look at this battle for second. Starting to develop. Onyx, Felix, Damiano, Matt Tibos. Oh, Silas is in the wall! Wall of Champions! Silas is in the wall of Champions! I just caught on board with that really late on. and he was sideways on, so almost as if I think his front right wheel has got caught on the wall and the car has just sort of spun round. I think that's what's happened there.
So unfortunate, we're down to 8.
We are down to 8. It could be a last man standing we're going to turn into this tonight. Montana leading the way by 3 seconds. He has got away. Onyx is struggling, I think, on these hypers. He's got Felix, Damiano and Matt Tibos. Matthias chasing him down. Matt Tibos. Oh, dearie me. I'm getting mixed up with them both, bless them. Felix, Damiano, very close into the chicane. Oh, Felix just changing his line. Compromised him a little bit. Onyx is away by 5/10. He will keep the gap, but it's now Damiano and Matthias. Again, I'm going to say Matt Tibos there. Damiano trying to get Felix.
Oh,
not going to go for it, and actually Damiano's going undercut into the pit. And it does work around this track. That's a set of hypers, and that's slightly earlier than the pit window of last night, where we had drivers pitting in from around lap 7, lap 8. So that's slightly early compared to last night. Time, by the way, has been in the pit as well. He's out on a set of supers, and a set of supers as well for Damiano. They can't make it to the end. Felix proved it last night when he won.
Yeah, I had good times at the end.
Proved it last night when he won.
Definitely was.
I was giving Felix the rest win there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Montana though, 3.6 seconds out in front. Dominant stuff currently. Onyx in second, Felix in third. And if you are an avid goer of my predictions, you will see that my prediction currently is correct.
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty certain anyway.
I think.
Hammers Lawman's. Lawman's backing off there. I think, in fact, I think Lawman's might have let Hammers through there. Which is fair stuff if he has.
Oh my!
Oh, Felix! Oh my Jesus Christ! Oh my God, I thought there was going to be a huge crash there. Jesus, he's done well to avoid that. Lawman's, by the way, coming in the pit. I thought he would be. Bloody hell! Talk about giving a heart attack! Goodness me!
Oh.
Jesus! What? God almighty! This is what having a couple of people. Felix, by the way, getting out ahead of Damiano in the pit stops, and he's got ahead by about 1.5 seconds there. So Felix has done well to get out ahead of Damiano, who of course was trying for the undercut. Felix was ahead of him, and now Damiano slots in 1.5 seconds behind, and now just sort of think Matthias might have made a mistake there. He's just lost a lot of time to Onyx. He's lost about 6/10, I think, there.
Yeah, so Felix and Lawman's on a 2-stop then. Going on to those ultras early on. Damiano tying on a 1-stop, and I presume everyone else is going for a 1-stop.
1-stop, yeah. Montana going another lap. Onyx is in. Onyx is in. Matthias still going. Ooh, rubbers against the wall of champions. Fumbling there on the right-hand side, so that can cause a puncture. So just be aware for the drivers that are remaining out on track.
Super softs. It's definitely a 1-stop there.
Super softs for Onyx. Yeah, they can make it. They can make it. I think we saw Bass make it 26, 27 laps last night. So it's certainly possible, and Onyx pretty much pitted the same as Bass. But he is going to come out in traffic, I think. He might just nick ahead of Damiano here. Oh, but did you see that? He's cut the white line. He's cut the white line. That'll be a penalty for him after the race.
Oh.
He has cut the white line coming out the pits.
Yeah,
that was cheeky.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I've just seen it now on the replay.
He has got a warning, so that, I think, might be enough to suffice. But it's not as if we didn't catch that, which we did.
You did indeed.
So it's a good spot there by me, actually. Montana, is he coming in the pits this lap? No, we're going to continue another lap. Could be trying your strategy, 12 laps.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to set the hypers and try and get the ultras to the end. Matthias is in though, on second. 2-stop when starting on hypers is much better. It is much better, and it does gain you a bit of an advantage. Yeah, I've got to admit that. Anybody trying a 2-stop, well done. If you're trying a 1-stop, you might just be screwed. Felix that's the fastest lap. Matthias, I think, might be coming out in 6th place here. Yeah, Damiano's going through turn 2. Now, that could all just sort of close up a little bit. Onyx, Damiano, Matthias. Let's keep an eye on these three. Of course, there's battle out on track, if you can call it a battle. Hang on a minute. Loman's not really gaining any time on time, actually. 10 Ultras, they're going to be wearing off, I think, 3% a lap, compared to Supers, which I think wear off 2.5% a lap. So Loman's will have a quicker tyre wear. Essentially, every 3 laps, he'll be a percentage ahead of time. Montana's in the pits from the lead.
Ooh. What's he going for? Supers? Yeah. Ah.
It's only a penalty if you do it 2 times. Yeah. Watch me bottling ILR
Felix?
too.
Oh.
Gonna be tight. Is he? I think he's got him here.
Oh.
Felix! Oh no, Montana's got him around the outside. That was late braking there by Montana to keep that lead. But Felix has undercut Onyx in the pit stops, which is really crucial. He's on a set of Ultras now. Felix can push on this stint.
He'll be quicker than Montana now. He has to get the move done here and pull away.
The advantage is, though, Montana and Onyx will have a pit stop over him, essentially, if these guys can make it to the end.
Felix has to go for it then. This is race critical.
He'd obviously cut the white line if it was an accident, but following the line, that would be different. That's Keelan's opinion on the Onyx Mer pit lane thingy, which I think is the closest thing we have came to an incident involving 2 drivers, except from Felix coming in the pits, of course. Oh, Montana?
Weaving a little
What
bit.
was that? Felix fell off the throttle there.
Oh, he's got the penalty.
The 3-second time penalty for Montana. 3-second time penalty for Montana. Felix has not got one yet, so it's advantage Felix at the minute. And I think it might be advantage Onyx as well, because I don't think he's got a penalty. He hasn't. Damiano hasn't. Matthias hasn't. Tyne has got 2 already. Lawman's has got 3, and Hammers has got 1. That's the rundown of the penalties there. And Damiano picks up another one, actually. Might be either 2 or 3 now. I think he's got.
Good.
But we've got a battle for the lead, and we've got a battle for 4th as well.
Come on.
I'll keep an eye on the battle for 4th and 5th. You keep an eye on the battle for 1st and 2nd.
Yep, Felix has got to get past Montana now. And just try.
This might be looking closer, to be honest. This is looking closer. Get on board with this now. He's going to go around the outside. Matthias. Right around the outside. Damiano just pushing him on the grass slightly there. I'm not sure if there was grounds to get the move done, but maybe he could have got the move done there, Matthias. But he's running down the straight now. We should get him around the outside on the final corner. Damiano purposely moving across him on line. What the hell is he doing?
That was dangerous.
What on earth was that? Come on, man, Damiano. You know better than that. Goodness me. Do we have to spell it out in neon lights for you or something? Dear me. Loman's Balvez's caught Tyne as well, so that's developing up into something. Hammer's has came up behind in the pit stops as well. Damiano, pick a line and bloody stick to it, my lad. Just stick to a line. That's all he's got to do. Well, that's going to be put down in the. That's going to be investigated by the steward, certainly.
Oh yeah. No doubt about that.
It's the first time he's done it, which would I think be a racing incident. But if he does it a second time, then we come into the depths of a time penalty for him. Oh, Lomans! Jesus, hitting the wall. Get the cardboard out and write on it. We're going to have to get some of them chalk pens out, I think. The chalk. Right on board. What lap? Whatever it was. Now, we've got Google Docs to do the incident reports with. Felix getting close to Montana, but never really getting that close. I think he's just keen to sit in. And in fact, as Lawman's just completed that down the inside.
He has.
Nice move. Got past, he's on the quicker tyres.
Oh, penalty.
3-second time penalty for Onyx, that's his first one. I was just about to come on to Onyx actually, saying he's losing time to Felix, which I didn't think would be the case in this race, on paper anyways.
Yeah, but of course Felix on quicker tyres, which will wear out eventually, so... Yeah, on course for a two-stop.
Oh my god. Matthias is getting close again to Damiano. I've got to keep on saying Matthias. Getting very close to the back of Damiano there. Much better in the braking zone. Time trying to keep on the back of Lomond as well, and it looks like Felix might have made a mistake because those tyres must be just starting to wear off. Here comes Damiano. Stick a line, pick a line and stick to it. And again, moving across.
Oh, time's crashed.
Time's crashed, that's a hairpin. That's Silas from last night, crashing at the hairpin. Matthias trying to go around the outside at turn 1, not going to happen. Switch back on the inside, Damiano positions his car well there. If Felix gets an 8-second gap, if he passes Montana, he'll win if he gets no penalties. He's only a second off him, but he's just losing out time now. I've got to be honest. 3-second time penalty, and he's crashed again at turn 2. I think he will retire from this, he has.
Oh, we're down to 7.
Yeah, I knew we would. But he's happy, that's 4 points gained for him. He'll take that, I think, and move on. Well, Lewis has got a point, he'll take that and move on as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, Matthias. So. Get the move done on Damiano this time. Give him a piece of your own medicine. Come on. I want to see a clean move. I don't want to see Damiano moving across him. He's much closer this time.
Uh-oh.
Matthias.
He's moving
stick to a line,
him.
and again. Again, he's moving across him. Just launch it down the inside, side by side. Matthias actually doing quite well there. Doing very well there. Matthias doing quite well indeed, as I've been added to a group apparently. With Deneen and Keelan in. I don't know why I've thingied that.
Very suspicious.
I think they might be talking about the incidents. They might be noting down the incidents for us. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that would be useful. Oh, Felix getting a penalty.
Felix, 3-second time penalty, that's it. They're both even now. Damiano, I think this is the first time, actually, we've seen both of these race in one-on-one combat. Bit weaving there by Damiano.
Here we go again.
What?
He's just moving too much. It's not the formation lap, for goodness me, it's lap 15.
It's not the formation lap. If he's still trying to get heat into those tyres, then I'm sorry, but that's no excuse. He's even weaving down the straight when he's nowhere near.
It's just, yeah.
3-second time penalty. Well deserved, actually, I think. He needs to calm down his driving. It's as simple as that. He needs to calm down his driving. But this is the only battle that's really going on. Felix losing time now to Montana. The super softs now beginning to come into their element, especially if he's planning on a one-stop. Montana beginning to pull out that gap, and he now does have a good buffer over Felix. If Felix wants to come in early and trying to undercut. Could work if he does. I think he'll probably go another 3 or 4 laps and then try and come in and undercut and let Montana go to the end. That's what I think will happen there.
Yeah. Damiano moving not as many times.
Felix has got
thankfully.
2 penalties. Felix does have 2 penalties. Thank you for spotting that out. Lap 13 he picked it up.
Oh, he's
Matthias! Down the inside! And that is perfection! That's what Rocky should have done last night to Praga. And it's
Damiano...
a Renault this time that goes up the inside. Damiano doesn't have any DRS, so Matthias is now safe, I think. Running down into the braking zone.
Hopefully.
He's got it. Damiano losing time now, and there we go. Matthias through into 4th. Well deserved. Good move. Very good move.
And with that, there's absolutely nothing going on out on track, really. There's activity in the pits as Lawman's comes
Damiano
in.
going into AI, I think. Is Damiano in AI? I think he is. Look at how slow he's going.
Oh dear.
Look how slow he's going. If he's going to put a message in the F1 chat, then I'll see it because... Let me have a look.
Hopefully we're not down to 6.
No, I think he's back out of AI. Yeah, he is. He's back out of AI. Penalties for James for getting Matt's name wrong. Yeah. It's because he's got the TU next to his name, and I keep on thinking it's Matt Tibos, but it's not. Felix is in, by the way. And that's earlier than what I said to pit in. 17 laps. Is that for a set of supers? It is, it's a set of supers.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting. He's done a cheeky undercut here. Now, will that force Montana into the pits? I think it will.
Well, I hope so, to get some action, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Felix is going to be quicker. Have a look. If Montana goes another 3 laps, have a look at the level of pace that Felix will show on the new fresh tyres. But the only problem is he's got Damiano ahead. That's the only problem for him. I see, because the others will give him a good fight. Commentator's license. 2 points off his commentator's license, yeah. It's just made a... I thought he just made a mistake there, actually, Felix.
Oh, I was looking at
But he is
Montana.
catching Damiano already. It's got 6/10 this lap on Damiano. So if that's anything to go by, I'll keep a gap to the leader up. 20.5. Note that down. It's 20.5 seconds at the minute.
20.5, right? There we go.
20.5. 20 and a half seconds. Watch it over the next couple of laps. Because I think it'll come down to about where Damiano is at the minute. Within the next 3 laps, certainly. It'll just depend, though. 20.5. Want to type some dumb stuff? Don't type some dumb stuff. If you want to try and get involved, though, please do. Because we're now all chitless in the commentary box. Oh, yellow flag sector 1.
Oh, action.
It's Hamres. It's Hamres at turn 3. That's Hamres at turn 3. Sorry, turn 2, I should say. Turn 2. Foster completely in the wall. He's got Lawman's about 6 seconds behind him. Plenty of time. Gap, by the way, 20.7, Felix. The gap has just extended out slightly. But as soon as those super softs start to wear, that gap will come down. And that gap is coming down to Damiano, because that's now 2 seconds. He's already gained a second on Damiano, who is on 13-lap-old supers, and if that's anything to go by, Montana will be reaching that in 2 or 3 laps. We should see Felix start to catch, and now that gap reeling in, 20.3, gap has came down. But look at the speed comparison compared to Damiano. Damiano's just a sitting duck here, surely.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to see about 20 different moves from Damiano from left to right. Before they
I hope we don't. I really hope we don't, because Damiano is a good driver. He just needs to learn not to really excessively weave on a straight when somebody's approaching. That's not how you defend. How you defend is making sure you're on a line and stick to it. And he's just made a mistake. Here comes Felix around the outside, and Damiano, I think, he's going to come in the pits this lap, because Felix has just been left through there. Good sportsmanship there by Damiano. I didn't want to see that get into any sort of thing, but that gap is coming down. Felix is whistling into that margin now. 19.7 seconds.
Yeah.
How long's the pit stop round here? 20 seconds, I would say. That's going to be close.
Yeah, it's one of the shortest pit lanes on the calendar, along with Germany, I think. It's also very short.
19.4 come down. So we'll have a look at if you can note it down, like after every lap. I think that's what you're doing in the stream anyways. Let's note it down and let's have a look. He's just saving a bit of EOS now. He definitely pushed that last lap. And he is 4/10 clear, by the way. By the way, if you are Hamres or Lomans, you can go for fastest lap, you know, and get an extra point.
Yeah, or Montana.
Something that's enticing. Damn it. Oh, Felix hit the wall! Felix hit the wall on the outside there. It just unsettled the car. Has
Well,
that
he's
lost
been
him
doing
any
that a lot.
time? Yes. That's lost him 3 tenths.
Oh.
So we had 19.6. It's going to be around the same coming down towards the final corner. He's not really reeling in Matthias at the minute, is he? So at the end of this, it's going to be 19.6, so no change on this lap for Felix. 7.5 tenths he lost by hitting the wall overall on that last lap. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the stream, by the way, even though we've got the lack of action out on track. Valuable points for these guys, but I know people have voiced their concerns about the attendance. Your concerns will be listened to, and we will be improving the standard of F1 next week for sure. And that includes promoting some F2 drivers, and that also will include bringing in some new drivers who have not raced with us before, possibly drivers that have raced with us before and want to make a return. Five seconds now to Matthias, Felix and thingy. Again, there's not much going on, but try and give you as much commentary as possible. We don't want to go silent on you guys. 5.2 seconds at the minute, Felix. 19.3 at the end of this lap. 19.3, so 3 tenths gained. And he was roughly around 2 tenths quicker on his lap compared to last time around.
What on earth am I seeing in the comments?
What on earth am I seeing? Yeah, what on earth am I seeing in the comments?
Okay, don't worry, it's okay. It's
Well,
alright,
hopefully nobody's gonna be doing that out on track. But Montana leads though by 8.6 seconds. Onyx second. Matthias third, Felix fourth, Damiano fifth, Roman sixth, Hammer seventh. Anybody impressed you so far? Because I think Felix is really that standout name for me so far. He is beginning to really put something in there. He could even win this. He could win this race, and he's an F2 driver if Montana pits.
But I think
Who
Montana's
doesn't like
going
a
to stay out.
barbecue with summer weather? Yeah, who doesn't like the barbecue? I think these drivers own one, to be honest, after this.
Oh,
really
yeah,
do.
for sure.
I think for these guys, for these 10 guys, 11 guys to show up tonight, and Damiano, by the way, is pitted. Onyx 3 second time penalty there. But for these guys showing up, they've shown great commitment, and I know the attendance is poor. We will fix that next week. But trust me, for only 10 drivers, I think the level of racing, especially in the first half of the race, was good. From the majority, except from Damiano.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any comments?
Yeah, I've
Be
just put
very
one
nice.
in. Felix losing time. Gap's just stabilised at 4.1 seconds, I think. Or just certainly 4 seconds. Is Matthias now having that second breath of wind, essentially?
Breath of wind?
Yeah, essentially he gets like a second go on those tyres. Because I think those tyres are now starting to come back to him. I've always seen it in the race. You always see it.
Yeah.
Whenever the tyres feel like they're going off, they suddenly come back to you for about a lap or two, and then they go off the cliff again. It's quite weird. I almost see it as if it's 2 stints almost on the same tyre. That's how I compare it.
Well,
What on earth is Keelan on about that? Oh, again, Felix hitting, scribbling across the inside wall there.
I don't
On the
know
outside.
what he's digging at there, but anyway.
if he wants to dig something, he can go on Minecraft. Simple as that. But
Oh,
back to the action unfolding out on track.
Grand National.
Onyx losing more time to Montana. That gap has just extended like 10 seconds now to the leader. And in fact, he's into the pits.
Oh,
But he
yes.
is into the pit.
Thank you.
Onyx is in, he
Thank
should be out ahead of Lawman's by about 4 or 5 seconds, if my calculations are right. Set of ultras to the end. He could have got a set of hypers actually to the end.
Roy's
He's
pace
going
is
to be miles ahead of
lower.
Lawman. Ignore the 4 and
Sizzle.
5 seconds, it's like 15 seconds he's out in front by. So with Onyx pitting now, he's 10 seconds behind. So that would put the gap to the lead from Felix to Montana. That's at 18 seconds. There's a second between Montana and Felix if he comes in the pits. Come on, come in the pits. Come on. Want to see it?
Please.
Let's try and give Matthias the win as well.
Oh.
I don't want. I kind of do want to see him win, but I don't want to see him win either. But Montana out in front. Matthias second. Matthias doing well actually. 17 laps, same strategy as Montana. Going for the one stop. He's only got 3.3 seconds ahead to Felix. He just nearly lost control of the car there through the wall of champion chicane there. Not looking too bad. Keelan has left the party. If he wants to come back, he can. He'll be discussing something with him after this anyways. I will be. Romans. Looking nice indeed. Damiano. Damiano catching Romans now, finally. Been 3 laps on those ultras and he's finally starting to get into that rhythm. Hammer's by the way at the back. If you're a Hammer's fan, he's a minute behind. He's still trooping on in there.
Montana. Come on, pit. Come on, straight ahead. Ah.
Damiano though, on the back of Lawman's. Well, he's starting to get back on the back of Lawman's. This is going to be the closest battle we're going to see probably until the end of the race.
Oh.
Felix 3-second time penalty at the chicane. At the final chicane. Lawman's now getting reeled in by Damiano.
Ooh.
Montana picks up a 3-second time penalty, but that's not enough.
Ah.
Even with that, that's not enough.
Ooh.
Oh, Onyx is still in fastest lap, I think. 10 flat. Somebody's got to respond to that. Damiano 11-1 on that lap. Penalties. Let me give you a penalty rundown. I'll keep on board with camera with Damiano. Montana, 2 penalties. Matthias, 2 penalties. Felix, 3 penalties. Onyx Mer 2. Lawman's on 4, and I can see Damiano right on the back of him.
Yep.
3 for Damiano. He can afford to stay behind him. 4 for Hamres. Time is already out the race, isn't he? He had 4, and Silas had 1. That's the penalty run down. Damiano now on the back of Lawman's. He's going to wait until the straight. Lawman's locking up into the corner. Now Damiano trying to get the run out of the corner. Here he comes. Closing in on Lawman's.
Dun, 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 dun.
But I think Lawman's got a good straight line speed set up there. He's not going to get the move done here unless he tries it down the inside, which he's not going to. Fair play. I think he's realised his mistake from earlier on. But he's right again, close. But the track, I think the straight might just run out for him. Now Damiano down the inside, actually. He's got the run. Down into turn 1. He's got the move done. Lawman's not fighting that. He ran a little bit too wide of the corner there. Did you see that? He almost overshot the corner a little bit. But Damiano is up into 5th place, ahead of Lawman's. Lawman's hitting the wall. He's starting to struggle now on those supers. 1.8 seconds, by the way, Felix Matthias. That's starting to get interesting. It's going to get very interesting indeed. Lawman's has just made a major mistake there. He's lost 4 tenths on the back of Damiano. I think if I was Lawmans, I'd just be 1 in 6th and go home and get some points, really, out of this. He's losing time, he may as well not fight it. In fact, he could pit and come out ahead of Hamra's if he really wanted to. Nobody heard that, I hope. But, yeah, I mean, given the amount of action that's not really happened out on track, I think it's been a decent sort of race, even with 10 drivers competing. But now, battle for second. Felix right on the back of him. Catching like the wind.
It could be a battle for third as well if Onyx can catch up.
He could do. 3.5 seconds on a set of ultras. He could get these two before the end. Possibly if he really closes up.
Oh yeah.
But apparently, I think I heard a comment saying that he was struggling with his setup. I think he put one in a couple of minutes ago, actually.
Race pace is nowhere. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the comment.
Here comes Felix, here comes Felix. Not going to go for it, I don't think. Is he? Oh! Ooh, bit lag. Felix, I think, realised at the last minute he closed up enough to try and get the move done. Not going to happen. By the way, that's Hamra's just coming out of the pits. I've just seen him come out of the pits down a set of hypers, so he wants to go for fastest lap. Get that extra point, take it away with him. Felix lagging a bit. Felix is lagging a bit. Right at the death here, he's lagging. I think he's on a 1 bar.
Uh-oh.
He must be, because he's just standing behind. Unless it's Matthias clinging. Unless it's Matthias.
Oh, he's got a penalty now, so...
He's got a penalty.
That's interesting.
There's plenty of penalties getting picked up here. And Felix is right on the back. This should be it. This should be the move done.
Well,
I have a feeling, you know, Montana could come in the pits.
I hope so. I
Map
really do.
33, come in. These two battling for the lead. 3-way battle for the lead. Here comes Felix, round the outside of the final chicane. Is this the move of the race? Is this the move of the race? No, he has to cut the chicane. Matthias trying to look at who's lurking in the background. Onyx is catching this. These two, Matthias holding up Felix, is bringing Onyx back into this. The prediction is still on. The prediction is still on at the minute. Oh my god.
Unlike my prediction. Again. Which was destroyed.
Unlike your prediction, which I think...
earlier.
Yeah. Very early on with Lewis crashing. But Felix now, is he going to get the move done? Matthias is vulnerable. Felix is going to have to go around the outside of the chicane. Surely not. He's got the car ahead. Matthias backs off. Beautiful move. He's round the outside of him. Felix has got the move done, but here comes Onyx. 3-way battle for second developing. Montana can come in and get in this if he wants. And he is! Montana's in! Montana is into the lead! Is in!
Yes,
from the pits! This is going to be a 4-way battle for the win! God. Onyx now on the back of Matthias. I think Matthias, I would say, is out of this, but I'm not sure. He's got the DOS, he's closing in, closing in, closing in. They're just going to have to sit tight and wait!
Oh my...
I thought I was going to try around the outside. Matthias! Oh, he spun in front of him! Matthias!
No.
On the tyres! How's he got a puncture from that? That almost looked like that was so strange. He's got caught on the outside of the curb and Onyx is in at the wrong place at the wrong time. And what could have been a 4-way battle for the lead has now turned into absolute tragedy. So unlucky. Nothing could have been done with that, I'm afraid. Matthias just lost it in front. He's cutting the corners like he doesn't care. And I frankly think he doesn't now. But Montana has been gifted this win now. Felix in second, Onyx in third. I think those are going to be the finishing positions. So unlucky for Onyx. He would have, I would argue he would have got the move done into turn 1 anyways.
Yeah.
If that was clean. But that is such an unfortunate thing to happen so late on the race. 24 laps of tyres for Matthias. They're not lasting until the end, my friend. Not lasting at all.
What a shame.
Oh dear, that is such a shame. Such a shame. Onyx is in to the pits. Gonna go for fastest lap, I think. So it's Montana and Felix to bring it home for first and second. Damiano's got a chance of third here.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Damiano's got a real squeak for third here. Onyx replacing his front wing. Damiano's going to be in third. Quite clearly in third as well.
What?
And Romans could get fourth. Romans is going to get fourth. Onyx now down to fifth. Matthias down to sixth. Hamres is going to be in seventh. I think we can pretty much say they're going to be the finishing order. I'm leaving, says Onyx. Nothing could have been done. Nothing could have been done. He purely lost it on the outside curb, clipped the wall, and Onyx was there at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, that's what I think anyways. I'll confirm it, but not on, really. Oh, that could have been such a good end to that race. Montana. I want to wait 9 for Montana in a race. Goodness me. Hamlet, by the way, is in for pits once again. Oh. But Montana's on the final lap. He's 8 seconds clear of Felix, pulling away even further. He's going to win this, but we could have an interesting battle for fourth. Onyx can reclaim something out of this race. He's got to try his hardest on this final lap. He's got enough time to get him. Felix settling for second. Those tyres are now starting to go off as well. Damiano's going to be settling for third, I think. As long as he doesn't rub against the wall, which he just did there. Onyx, though, is catching Lawmans. I'll keep an eye on Montana, by the way, because he's coming down the straight. Or shall we go on board with Onyx? Because Onyx is already all over the back of Lawmans. He's going to get the move done here. Oh, it's contact even further. Lawmans and Onyx have got to keep close. These two have had history in the past, and Onyx is around the outside of him. Beautiful move. Montana across the line to win. 9.5 second victory. Felix struggling on the tyres, but an F2 driver to come second in Canada. That's good for him going forward. He'll get a promotion. Damiano is going to be settling up for third here. Onyx in fourth, Lawmans in fifth. That looks like it's going to be confirmed pretty soon. Damiano around the final corner, just about getting through there. Hammers across the line in seventh. Damiano across the line in third. Onyx in fourth, hitting the wall. Lawmans in fifth, hitting the wall. Oh, nearly out the race. Onyx in across the line in fourth. Lawmans in fifth, had plenty more penalties than him. And Matthias, what could have been if he didn't have that accident? What could have been? So frustrating for Matthias. He's coming across the line now to finish in 6th place. And that is Canada over. We have got through this race. Thank God we've got through this race. But I think now what I can say is we can only look forward until the future. We have to look forward to the future now of F1, because people will be getting promoted, there will be improved attendances, there will be improved stewarding. That's what we're going to have to thingy. Onyx took you out. No, you spun on the curb. You spun on the outside and clipped the wall, Matthias. That's my honest opinion. So treat that as you will. Final running order then for the Canadian Grand Prix. As it loads in on my screen now. Just waited for it loading on Bullboy's screen. There we go. Montana wins. Everyone getting penalties. No Bullboy. No picking up penalties.
Lewis. Well done, Lewis. He got no penalties.
Lewis hasn't. Well done.
Excellent. What a drive.
Montana wins though. Felix second. Damiano in third. Onyx in fourth. Lawmans fifth. Matthias sixth. Hammer seventh. Tynan eighth. Silas in ninth. Lewis, sorry, the one and the only 3 not to finish. Hammer is a lap down. My driver of the day, Felix is my driver of the day.
Felix, yeah, good candidate. And
just looking, actually, I'm going to look back on the collision between Matthias and Onyx. I'm going to get on... Right, here it is. I think I've got it now. Right, here we go. I'm viewing it again. Oh! It's the rear wheel. Rear left, I think there's been contact from Onyx on the rear left, looking on back on the stream. And that's a live reaction from me.
Right, well, let's see what the drivers have to say. Oh, Deneen, let's say hello to him. Yeah. I'm on the blue screen, hang on. Yeah. Felix, Montana, Onyx. The race is over. We had one finisher. Nah, I'm only joking. We had, what was it, 7. Montana predictably wins. Yeah, I'm just loading. Alright, now you can say what you're going to say.
Right, regarding the Onyx Matthias incident, I have looked back on the stream, and I've got to say there was rear contact on the left-hand side rear of Matthias's car. I'm not sure if this was caused by Onyx's car by himself, but I'm looking into the possibility that there could have been a hitbox. We're going to leave every option open because we can't really pin it down to what it was, really. We've got to have as many opinions on things. Right, let me invite people that have actually competed in this race. Pretty much everyone there, I think. There we go. Just wait for the guys to join. See what's going on in Discord, see if I've got any messages through.
But even as politics change and history moves on, the spirit of competition burns as strongly as it ever has. Welcome back then to Formula One, as battle is joined at the summit of motorsport once again. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2. The first of 60 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit.
We've only got 2 other people here
provides
so
the
far.
best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before the braking zone of turn 14.
Well, this should be
China.
Well, it's 50% of the grid.
Joining me to talk you through
50% of the grid, well, at least we got it on.
give us an idea of what
At least we got it on. That's the positive we can take out of this. But there are going to be moves up next week. There's got to be moves up if we want to continue F1 like it was last week.
Especially through the fast sections here.
With the attendance especially.
We've got DRS and that will help on the straights, but it's still no good if
Well,
you
let's
come
hope
off
it's
the
just the
previous
Easter
corner too slowly or
thingy.
too far behind.
I think it is just the Easter break. I mean, people like Kazizzle, people like Technique, people like Blizzard couldn't attend tonight. Whether they've got other leagues or not is another excuse that can be made.
Well, Blizzard was just scared.
Yeah, he was just scared, yeah. And he was scared because he won. In the end.
It's not a pass
But
circuit,
honest-
so
Yeah. Don't think anyone else is joining, Bobo.
Right, let's start the interviews then. With the race winner, of course. Montana. Congratulations, of course. No Blizzard to make you worried, but there was Onyx, there was Matthias, of course, as well. But it seemed to be an easy race, so easy, in fact, that you converted to a 2-stop. But first of all, how are the opening laps for you, just settling into your rhythm and pulling away? Did you expect that to happen after, well, what was a very close qualifying session?
Yeah, I think quali wasn't that representative because I had a 106 in me. It got pretty much blocked in the last chicane, but somehow my PlayStation didn't record. So yeah, it's fine anyway. So yeah, I tried to get out of the DRS from then on. It was just tire saving, and for some reason, Felix had amazing pace. Like if he would have get past Onyx, he would have pretty much been on the same pace as me. So yeah, once I was planned, just getting in the rhythm, getting only 2 penalties in the race, which was quite well. Yeah, and then obviously seeing that the gap is big enough to go for the fastest lap point as well, which I think I got without taking too much risk. So yeah, 26 points, pretty happy.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, that second pit stop, we thought it would be close, but in fact it wasn't really in the end, with the contact and everything at that final chicane. But yeah, you got fastest lap, so that's 26 points now. And of course with Blizzard not attending and Onyx having his mishap, you now lead the Drivers' Championship. So yeah, I know it's early days yet, and we don't know, of course, what's going to happen, who's going to be joining and whatever. But yeah, do you think, looking at these first 2 races and your performance, or your performances, is this going to be another championship trophy to add to your cabinet?
Hard to say now. Depends how many races Blizzard is going to miss. Because the next few tracks aren't really my favorites, like France, Austria, or is there Belgium, Italy. The last few races are pretty good for me, like Brazil and Abu Dhabi, so yeah, don't expect much of mid-season, but at the end I should have a few points, maybe a few wins. Yeah, pretty much in the mix for the championship. That's why I also was going for the fastest lap, because I need every single point.
Of course, and that could be very crucial at the end in Abu Dhabi. But yeah, I was going to ask you about France, but it seems like you've answered that one for everyone. So
yeah, I haven't had a league race there yet, so the only social race I had, I crashed into the pit lane. So.
Oh dear. Well,
Top tier for all by any chance?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was because I covered it.
Yeah. That was embarrassing. But yeah, congrats to Felix for tonight's race. F2 driver, P2 in F1. Very solid.
Oh yeah, definitely, and of course, we wish you all the best for next week's race.
Thanks indeed.
In France. Anyway, next up, who do we have? Felix is the only other one here, I think.
It is Felix, yeah.
So, let's interview him. So, Felix, talk us through. First of all, congratulations on a great qualifying. And a great race, as it turned out. Good stint there early on. You were going for the 2-stop strategy, but first of all, yeah, how were those opening few laps when you were able to catch up and try and pass Onyx? Ah. Yeah, and of course it got pretty close at the end with you, Matthias, and Onyx. Ultimately, you were just ahead of the unfortunate collision that happened. But yeah, you just got out. Well, Montana got out just ahead of you, and he had faster tyres, so that was pretty much it. I mean, did you think you might have a chance if you were to pit, or was it just you trying to finish on the podium? Oh yeah, so. Of course, but anyway, France is next, so do you think you can do better, even better than you performed here today in Canada? Fantastic. Well, I hope you. I wish you all the best, of course, for the next round. And yeah, congratulations on your result today, P2. Well done. And is that everybody?
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic.
Neil's having a say. Driver behind is pretty always at fault. Maybe he should try and join the admin team. Oh no, wait, he's blacklisted, isn't he?
Oh.
And hopefully that's not the first time he said that. Yeah, anyways, I think we are pretty much done here. Of course, F4 tomorrow night. We will take a decision, of course, if we're going to be running F4. We'll let you guys know in due course regarding any changes. Obviously, it is Easter Saturday and there might be some sort of disruption going on, like we experienced, I think, tonight with quite a few people not attending. Obviously, it's more of an organisational error than anything else because it's my fault, really, and I own up to it. That's what you've got to do in those scenarios to become better. And then Sunday, turn our attentions back to the TFRL channel. We are going to be having a very long extension, really, to our coverage of Sunday's GT3 Championship in Le Mans. We are having 15 minutes of qualifying and an hour race for both Pro and Pro-Am. So it's going to be quite extensive, it's going to be quite long-winded. We're going to be going well into the night with that. We're going to be starting their normal time, 6 o'clock. Maybe start earlier if possible, if people want to do that. I know it can be a bit tiring for people. Regulation changes for this weekend. The only regulation change really is fuel. Instead of 50 litres of fuel, we'll be upping the initial fuel to 70 litres of fuel. Ooh. 70 litres of fuel, meaning there's still that essentially people get more time, but the fuel runs out a lot quicker around Le Mans, a track like Le Mans, compared to a track like, I don't know, Monza, for example, because it's quite short, Monza. Le Mans obviously quite long, especially in the GT3 cars. It's like 4 minutes a lap, just over, in the cars. So that decision's been made by me, and it's been agreed with the rest of the admins. So initial fuel up to 70 for this weekend. Tyre wear, fuel wear, everything else stays the same. It is just the initial fuel that changes this weekend, and that will also be the case for Nürburgring, Nordschleife, where I think we'll probably put in an initial fuel of 100 litres, because I know that is even longer than Le Mans. That's my current thinking anyways. Apparently Felix's voice wasn't on share as well. Yeah, Felix has literally just realised that. The same point as I said that, he put in a comment. That was like telepathic energies there. Oh dear. Terrible. Terrible. But I think he generally said that he was looking forward to France. So I hope anyways, because I was not listening really.
Oh my gosh.
And then we return obviously on Monday, F3 on Monday. And then the rest of the week is pretty much as normal, of course. Hopefully we're expecting a better attendance for F1. There will be drivers being upgraded from F2 and F3, and possibly F4. 1 or 2 from F4 could jump up to F3. These are changes to be made to the tiering, because obviously drivers aren't committing themselves 100%. and essentially the attendances as well has been quite poor, especially tonight. Really poor tonight. So we'll improve that, and we'll let any driver know that is getting upgraded within the next couple of days. Hopefully we'll try and reach a decision before Monday for F3. And that could impact on championship battles, I may just add. These moves. That's all from me though, I think.
And that's all from me, I think. Is that all we need to
Just see if there's anything going on in the chat. Nope, nothing going on in the chat. I'll just check Discord quickly. Nothing up in Discord yet regarding any incidents. Upload your POVs and Matthias and Onyx especially, because I want to see them. Yeah, that's pretty much everything from us for tonight.
Alright.
Until the Montino.
Alright, well,
That is it. That is it.
So in that case, thank you for watching everyone. Tune in hopefully tomorrow for some F4 action.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it on.
But until then, once again thanks for watching. And until next time,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
That came in at the same time though.
Damon Hill.
Pastor Maldonado.
Damon Hill, Damon Hill, Damon Hill.
Day. Hill.
Alright, thanks for commentating, guys.
Damon Hill.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you very
See ya.
much. Montana. Montana, Montana, Montana. Damon Hill. Damon Hill, Montana. Pastor Maldonado. Damon Hill. David Coulthard. Damon Hill. Damon Hill.
Damon Hill.
Ah.